I'm Troy Germano, owner of Germano Studios and the operator of the facility here in New York, in NOAA.
Okay. And what is Germano Studio? How is this history about Germano Studio?
Germano Studios is now entering 7 years of being in this location, and the idea was to build a facility that was designed to cater to new artists as well as existing bands and artists and producers, writers, mixers. And over the years we've had a very good collection of clientele that have worked here on various genres of music. It's a multi-genre studio, so we'll do a lot of rock records, a lot of hip-hop records, a lot of pop records, R&B, kind of a combination, and then the occasional film soundtrack as well as film scores.
So could you tell us about your client who has been using it?
Some of the clients that have worked here over the years on a regular basis have been Keith Richards, Lady Gaga, Adele, John Mayer, the Black Eyed Peas, Eric Clapton, just to name a few people that have been here on a regular basis, as well as John Legend. He just did his new album that's presently out now. He spends quite a bit of time here. And then producers and mixers over the years that have, been here a few times have been Steve Jordan, Noah Goldstein, I think who else?
Cool.
Yeah,
great. So then let's talk about the cables.
The OIDE cables are a great addition to Germano Studios, and I think it gives clients other options besides some of the other cables and harnesses that we have available for them for their sessions.
Right.
I think the sound and the air within these cables are quite extraordinary, and I kind of wish that from the beginning, when I wired the place, going back in 2007, we opened in 2008. I do wish that we had this cable. It probably would be in the walls, to be quite honest. And now with future design work that I do, because I do design studios for other people in various parts of the world, I will try to incorporate the OIDE cables into those designs.
You're working on some other studios, right? Which one was
that? Yeah, I'm working. I just finished a facility in Tampico, Mexico, called RG Studios. It's kind of the middle of Mexico. Private family built this facility, and it's state-of-the-art recording and mixing facility, and that just got completed. I'm working on a couple of other projects that just started I kind of can't talk about, but we are going to try to get OIDE into those facilities, and they are quite iconic, so I think they'd be very happy with that association if we're able to pull that off.
How was the impression about the microphone cables first?
The microphone cables, I think, have been a big help, especially with the tube microphones as well as a number of the condenser mics. I think that, for example, with the UA7 AI, I think this has been, quite an improvement. And I do think there are a number of engineers and producers that work here on a regular basis that hear the difference. And it's nice to be able to offer that option. I don't think there are many studios that are set up with a cabling situation like this. Again, the whole purpose here at this place is when people come here to record or mix in these studios, that the tools that they need are available to them. And I think this is a very, vital tool when making records. Any kind of edge you can get sonically that's going to make somebody's record or download sound better than the next person's, I think that's what people strive for. So, we've been very happy with them, and we've been using them now for the better part of 3 months. And the studio's been busy, which is excellent, and I think a few of the clients already do notice the difference, and they've actually made comments.
Could you give us some comments on that?
Steve Jordan is an example. We used some of it.
What he says?
I think he was surprised at how great the cable sounded, and you'd think sometimes this is like splitting hairs, and it's not going to make that much of a difference. And by the way, the other cable that we have here available to the clients is quite good, but this is unique. It's something different, and I think it's cutting edge. It kind of pushes the watermark up a little bit higher to try to have other studios and record makers kind of aspire to. And that's the reason that we did this this association with OIDE, and the engineers here couldn't be happier, including the staff people.
Cool. Yeah. And thank you for deciding to using speaker cables. All the
also
speakers.
They're on all of our near fields and mid fields.
Right.
And again, I think it gives the ability for the speakers to breathe a bit differently than they did with the other cabling. And I think you're hearing a more true, natural replication of sound.
Mm.
And I think that's something that I believe you can't get from most cable manufacturers.
Right.
So far, so good. And maybe our relationship with eDay will grow over the years and become even more beneficial to all of us.
Lastly, any comment about the cables?
Well, the cables look great. That's the first thing, and they feel great. So I think those are pretty obvious comments to make. But the main positive would be the sonics. I think the sonics are really there, and again, it's noticeable. It's not where when the cable got brought by here for us to demo initially, it wasn't like we're sitting there like, well, we don't really hear this. And it's quite obvious.
Okay.
So I think they do, kind of put their money where their mouth is. They speak. They really do. And more importantly, people can listen and hear the difference.
Great. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Good.